Lindsay Bourke, and I'm president of the Tasmanian Beekeepers Association, and I'm an exporter, and I firmly believe in B-Qual. We have a very large organisation, probably one of the largest in Australia, and it includes the Sheffield Honey Farm, which is the oldest apiary in Tasmania in 1897. So we have 4,000 hives which we run from Launceston and Sheffield, and our world-class extraction facility is in Sheffield. We are a founding member of B-Qual because we can see the advantages of it, and some of the advantages are that it is a certification that is considered the best by everybody. It's a certification system, a quality system, produced by us beekeepers for our beekeepers. So it's a fit for us beekeepers. It's wonderful because if we got that on our label, it enables us to get more money for our product, and the customers know that they're getting something so beautiful, a B-Qual accreditation. Not everybody is used to this system. People in the hospitality industry are, food preparation are, farmers aren't so much, and our beekeeping farmers aren't so much. We just have to train them and bring them back into the system so they appreciate that when the product comes in from the farm, then it's hats and everything else, the protection gear and cleanliness that's required in the B-Qual system. It's very important that we keep records for our industry. We have to do that for B-Qual and for if you've got organic certification, you need complete records for everything else. So it should be, the assessor should be able to come in each year, take off a jar of honey off the shelf and say, now where did you produce this? And we can easily show them. So you need that to trace back. But our barrier systems are very important. Most beekeeping industries have the barrier system of only their own apiaries. If they buy hives in or something like that, they've got to keep them separate for 1 or 2 years till they can establish that they're clean. A barrier system is very important. Some beekeepers go as far as keeping only the supers from that site. Well, that's good for them if they can manage that, but barrier systems are very important for our industry. We want to have complete trace back so that we don't get any contamination. If we do get contamination, we want to know where it comes from. Biosecurity is so important to our industry because we are the only country in the whole world that doesn't have Varroa destructor. And Varroa destructor is a terrible thing. You have to put chemicals into your hives that contaminates the honey to try and kill the Varroa destructor. Australia is so fortunate we don't have Varroa destructor. So it's important that we keep this from coming to our shores. We have a wonderful national system called the Sentinel Hive Program, and we have Sentinel hives, sacrificial hives at all the disembarking ports throughout Australia, and we're on watch, and credit to the beekeepers that are doing that for the rest of us. The audit system is for people like myself who are exporting and packing and doing all those sort of things. The audit system is every year, but for normal beekeepers it's for every 2 years, and there are different price structures. We welcome the audits. We like to have the auditors come through and see what we have done. People should not be afraid of being audited because the auditor is there to help you, and if there's something that needs to be corrected, you're given time to correct it because the auditor is there to help fellow beekeepers get up to scratch. People all over the world and in Australia and in supermarkets and everything else, you must have certification. Gone are the days when you can just do it in your backyard or your back shed and sell this. Nobody wants that anymore. You've got to have complete trace back, and you've got to have certification by your B-Qual mark on your label. It assists everything. And it's so easy these days to keep records. You can do it on your phone, you can do it there are lots of different methods. In my day it was always the pencil and paper out in the wet. It was difficult, but not these days. So you must keep records. The younger people in our employment certainly can keep records, and we should adapt to do the same thing. So the main things are And holding beekeepers back from doing it is a little bit of money and a little bit of red tape. So beekeepers don't like spending money and they don't like a little bit of red tape, but you have to have records. I recommend all beekeepers join B-Qual because sooner or later we're going to have to do it compulsory, because all food being prepared needs to have some standards and certification. And this is a system developed by beekeepers for beekeepers. It's the best one to suit our industry.